After purchasing and downloading the bot from our website, you can start the MarksmanSwap application and get ready for sniping. You're then greeted by this beautiful UI in which you can easily choose a certain sniping mode, send commands to the bot, and configure parameters to your liking. Depending on your license, you get access to different sniping modes. The Pro and Ultra Marksman use Mempool technology to snipe in the same block as Liquidity, while the Basic is a few blocks late to the party. We support DXL listings, Unicrypt listings, BSC pad listings, and last but not least, fair launch listings. We also offer a separate license for DXL presales. This one automatically sends a buy transaction when the presale starts, and it can be used with up to 8 different wallets. The timer settings you see here on the screen will be gone in the next version, and the timing will be taken care of behind the scenes. Now, to give you a concrete example, I'm gonna walk you through sniping a fair launch listing. So in the left sidebar, we can select the network the token we're sniping is on. In this version, we support the Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, and MATIC. So after selecting the appropriate network, BSC in my case, we can enter the buy amount. This is the amount we're actually going to invest into the token. I'll go for 0.1 here. The minimum token amount acts as slippage when buying, but we'll use 0 so it buys as much as possible. Next, I'm gonna enter the buy gas limit, which is the limit of gas units used for the buy transaction. I'm not gonna make it too high since the Ultra Marksman uses Mempool technology. Anything over 1 million is overkill here, basically. In the WebSocket provider box, we need to enter the address of the node we're using. I got my own private node because it's much faster. You can buy a guide for setting up your own on our website. Next, we need to enter the signing key of our wallet, which can be easily retrieved from MetaMask. You need to go to your account details, click export private key, and then copy paste it into the field. We've also got more parameters such as the buy and sell transaction deadlines. We can set the approved gas limit and price, which are used for approving the router to trade on your behalf. Using a slider, we can choose the desired X at which the bot will send the sell transaction. Say we really want to get rich with this and go with 24. We can adjust the sell proportions, meaning the proportions of tokens to sell, and finally the sell slippage, which is used when sending the sell transaction. Basically the same thing as DEX slippage. We also have sell gas limit and price, but no buy gas limit because this is a fair launch token, so the bot is going to use the same gas price as the liquidity transaction. Buy only is pretty self-explanatory, and sell on rug will make the bot sell if a rug is detected. To overcome some anti-bot measures, we can also set a block delay. And the gas price increase allows you to increase the gas price used for the buy transaction. But be careful with this one because it can be a bit too powerful and cause you to front run the liquidity transaction. Now that I'm happy with my settings, I'll specify the contract address of the token I'm sniping. I'm using the Cake token for demonstration because the two events that we're interested in, add liquidity and remove liquidity, happen pretty often in this contract. You can also see that from the last 25 to 50 transactions. These are the same events you can expect in a fair launch with a possible rug pull. And now that I'm good to go, I'll apply my configuration. Everything seems to be right, checking the console as well just to be sure. And now it's waiting for the liquidity adding transaction. You can see it both in the UI and in the console. After detecting it, the buy transaction is sent and I can see the value of what I bought. Because I had the sell on rug setting turned on, it also immediately sold after detecting a rug pull. So just to show you that it's indeed a liquidity transaction, I'll grab its address and look it up in BSC scan. Now I'll get the address of my buy transaction as well. You can tell from the input data that it really is a liquidity transaction. Now take note of the transactions block and timestamp, and let's compare it to our buy transactions. And guess what? They're exactly the same. It doesn't get faster than this.